Blake's all back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius trial guide. And today we getting cheesy. There is another strategy to do this fight, but I just wanted to show you how, like, dumb Setzer is in this fight. It's so hilarious. You can see I've already done it a couple times. Now, this may take you a couple of attempts to do this, but hey, this is how it's going to go. The things you guys are going to need: double 5-5-5-5 frame chainers. So that's like Chizuru, Braun, Amelia, you know, any of those. You want 2 of those people to build up the chain. And then you need a Setzer, obviously, to do the cheesing with double dice. And what double dice does, it does fixed damage, but it can go all the way up to like 77,777. But the thing is, that is affected by killers and elemental damage and chains, which is important. You can see here I have Victoria here. Victoria is just here to look like a babe in front of Setzer because you know he likes his women. And the reason she's here, we need another person in our party to take the stop. The boss will immediately cast stop at the beginning, but the highest MP character will take that stop. I just want to show you guys how ridiculous this is. So you can see that I've only put a MP boost on her to make sure she has the highest MP. She literally needs nothing else. Chizuru only has a dual wield. So again, you just need 3 types of dual wield here. You need one for Setzer, one for Chizuru, and another one for the other Chizuru or whoever you're using as your chainer. It doesn't actually have to be these 5-5-5-5-5 frame chainers. It could be anybody that can build up a high frame chain up. Anyway, so then you can see here, here's the next equipment. Woohoo! And then we go to Setzer. Literally, he needs fire on him, okay? He needs fire on him. He needs to have dual wield. You want to put the Sun Beret for the Demon Killer. You want to put Demon Killer on him. Now, that's from the keys. You guys can get that. I actually did my keys. I know a lot of you out there who watch my stream. That was a close one, but I ended up pulling it off. And then you just go into the fight. I mean, you can see, like, literally no equipment is necessary. Make sure you put Diablos on Setzer for more Demon Killer power. You get into the fight, and you literally just roll the dice. This is all we're going to do. I'm literally going to sit here with you and run this over and over and over again until I show you it done. So again, Erinyes will cast stop on someone, but it's the person with the highest MP. You know, Victoria the Bay is going to take that. And then we're just going to go Phantom Shadow or whatever your 2 chainers are that you guys are going to chain together. And then you're going to use double dice. And we're just going to go boop, boop. And we hit it. And we see if he hits hard. And this time he didn't. So you know what that means, guys? For me, it's going to cost me some energy. For you guys, if you're doing it for the first time, it's no energy. So we're going to keep going until I end up pulling this off. I've done it like 3 times already. And the video would literally be a minute. And so I was just like, hey, hell, I'll show you how many times it takes me to actually pull this off. So we are going to use a little bit of Lapis here. Not the worst. I actually have a lot of energy because I'm up there in levels. And as far as the Esper is, I mean, you guys can go for that. There are other strategies, obviously, to do this fight. You can do it correctly and not the cheese way. But I thought, honestly, this was so cool. I thought that, look how little equipment we have, and we can take this guy down. Speaking of, let's see if we hit it here. If we don't, I'll start talking about something else. Oh, I was close, but it's not going to be it, dude. It wasn't the highest one. So, speaking of, this is the first boss in the, like, weapons trials we are going to be getting in the Vortex. They will become harder. They'll become 10-man raids. They'll become way more interesting. I think it's going to be literally the most interesting thing in FFBE when they come out, so I'm really excited. They will start costing energy, from what I've been told, so you're going to have to be on the lookout for that. But for this one, man, super easy. That's why it makes Setzer so good for this trial, because, yeah, he's RNG, but like when you're first killing it to get that harp, you just literally can just do it over and over again without paying any energy, unlike myself here trying to show this off. So you can see I'm on my 3rd try now. Let's see what happens. Oh, I probably hit it a little bit too soon. I think if I built up the chain a little bit, that might have been it. I am unsure. You know, I'm just sitting here talking with you guys. Another thing let's talk about Queen. So Queen got some enhancements, baby. And in those enhancements, like, they're actually great. Like, Queen got enhanced to where she gets up to 300% attack with her Berserk. I think it lasts like 3 turns. You can trigger that yourself using Graviga or things like that, I do believe. And then her, like, you know her hit, Devastate, that used to be like a barrage-style hit? That's gone now. It's like a normal auto attack. Her normal auto attack goes off. Like that's what Devastate is, from my understanding. Now, I haven't seen it in action, but I mean, and it's an 8 times multiplier. So you take 300% attack boost with the 8 times multiplier. Dude, you just built the chain and have her, like, finish for you. She could, like, in my opinion, right? Like, am I thinking about that wrong? We're just kind of theory crafting here because I haven't been able to play with her. But an 8 times multiplier hitting, like, 4 or 5 times, if it doesn't interrupt the chain, if you can, like, do it in the middle of a chain, like, that's a lot of damage. And then she's like an MP battery now. I think it's like 100 MP a turn or something from her. I don't know, guys. Queen has become a useful unit. She could be your finisher MP battery, maybe, if it works out that way. So let's do this again. I'll hit it a little bit later here. Nope. That was definitely a fail. That's a little flop there, Setzer. Come on, man. Come on. And then let's talk about the Water Priestess, the healer. She got, like, buffs too. She got some global exclusive buffs too. I think Gilgamesh is the one left out in the dust, to be honest, man. Like, I mean, Gilgamesh is good after his enhancements, guys, but he's not that good, right? Like, he's good for you. That's the thing about trying to evaluate characters, guys. Is like, we either go with a meta tier list or we just say, well, it's good, because like every 5-star base is going to have his uses on your team if you don't have all these great chainers. But overall, I really wish Gilgamesh would have got something. But you know, Luca there, she got some changes. She got like a 20-turn like heal over time that's like super good, which is insane. Like, I'm liking that. Come on, Setzer, you're letting me down, dude. You're letting me down. And then, you know, it's just, the game is just insane to think about. Like, now you have to literally, I don't have queen, you guys might have queen. She's good now. So you have to consider it. Can she fill your spot in your team? Is she good enough to be your finisher MP battery if the finisher thing works out? But I'm just thinking 8 times multiplier should not break chains. Like, you build the chain up, you elemental chain into it, you throw a dark weapon on her or a light weapon, you light chain, boom, bada bing, 8 times multiplier with 300% attack. And that's the thing with Veritas's guys, with Queen, she could literally just like, I don't know, she could like, you could trigger the Veritas. Oh, I kind of made that slow, didn't I? Oh, it's still chained up, but it didn't do any damage. She could like work with them, because you know how they get the, they get those boosts if you make their health go too low? You could just do that to your whole team. So you could be like Veritas the Earth, Veritas of the Dark, Veritas the Flame, who knows? And Queen, use it and everybody goes up. Like, to be honest, it's insane. I love the changes. And there's also something that says, like, when you boost it to +2. Oh, and she, like, even, let's talk about Queen some more. She got the thing where she resists KO if she's above 50% HP. Like, that is ridiculous. That move is so good. And people like myself at first were like, that sounds kind of decent. No, it's amazing. And God, Setzer has just got a limp dick in it right now. Jesus. But like that makes her that much better. She could survive those like one-hit KOs that are supposed to kill you, just like 2B, A2, you know, Fravia, Zargaboth. Like, she became much better than I thought. And like, going out throughout the game, guys, my whole thought process is changing, because a lot of people are asking if I beat Marlboro, and they're actually asking in a video where I showed me beating Marlboro. So yes, I have beat Marlboro, but like, it showed me how strong Ace was after enhancements. And I remember saying like, Ace's enhancements seem pretty decent. I don't know if I'll use them. And then I saw it, and he's such an enabler, guys. He enables you to be able to, you know, use the characters like Onion Knight. Oh God, here it comes. No! Are you kidding me? Why did the last one hit less? It must have been the timing. It must have been the timing. Oh shit, do I get to go again, or is it? Nope. Never mind. That was close though. That was close. It must have been the timing on my chain. But anyway. So, like, he enables so many. No, I don't want to continue. Anyway, he enables so many people on your team, right? Because he has Tri-Beam Laser. And Tri-Beam Laser gives you that fire, I think it's lightning and light resist down by 75%. So that gives people like 2B, who, I mean, she can't put lightning on her attacks, but she can imperil. But it gives people like, well, excuse me, she can imperil. I'm sorry. A2 cannot imperil. And people like that, Onion Knight, people who couldn't imperil before, and that was kind of like a strike. You have Ace on your team now that will give you 1,000,000 mana. It can also do that for you. He's such an enabler for the great chainers. And then I just realized, like, damn, like, maybe I should have reevaluated, because, and also, if you get lucky, you don't even have to get lucky, really. Not red card. You don't even have to get lucky, really, on his, what's it called? On his helping hand or whatever for his mana, because it's still really great numbers even after that. It is top-notch numbers, and that's all he's doing. He's like, Tri-Beam Laser, give you mana, give you mana, give you mana, Tri-Beam Laser. And if you have a pod, right, from the near banner, you can throw that on him, and he could be doing that 40% physical resist on your team, too, to help you with that. So, I mean, that's what he did for me in the Marlboro fight. So I just wanted to talk about him for a minute. Soleil, you didn't get to talk about a lot of these things, guys. I've been gone. Soleil is insane enhanced. Like, oh my God, the boost and the breaks and the dancing. Like, she's actually a very great unit for you guys out there who are waiting to enhance. You don't know you're saving for Ramza. Who the fuck knows where we're getting Ramza? You know, I mean, if you don't want to enhance. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss it again. Man, come on, bro. You can't wait forever, but like, I guess you could say, well, these trials will be here forever, so I don't really have to enhance now. But I mean, Hein, the boss we're fighting here in a minute, like, I'll try to do a guide I'm gonna do on stream today. Like, he is rough. Like, he takes a lot of magic damage to be able to beat. And I know a lot of people are using Dark Fina with the enhanced Ultima, but like, I don't know. We're gonna have to start enhancing our units, guys, to be able to use them to their full advantage to be able to take this stuff down, because not everybody has the unit box like I have. And people like Soleil and, you know, all these others, like Luca now. Like, Luca's a really great healer. The problem is her, like, being able to raise isn't that great with her. Damn it, I feel like I fucking timed that perfect, and then it didn't actually hit that time. But, like, there are just so many, like, good enhancements out there that I may have skipped over and thought, you know, that's good, that's decent, but it's not going to be game changing. But they are for certain teams. And it's something I really need to get back to is like, hey man, you're not just looking out for the whale, or hey man, you're not just looking out for the dolphin. There are people out there that only have 1 or 2 really great units, and they need your help too. Another thing, I mean, we can just turn this into like a vlog until this motherfucker decides it's gonna work, or I decide I'm gonna be able to get it right. Like, I had a comment that really like messed with me a little bit in my comment section on my last video. It said, Click, I'm sick and tired of you talking about 100% TMs like everybody can do it. I remember him saying that it's cheating using macros and he doesn't cheat like me, and that he only has one TM after playing for over a year. And my thought process there is, I don't know where do you want me to make my guides for? Like, I am talking to a vast majority of people here. There are people out there that use macros. There are people that don't. They still have more TMs because you get 5% every 2 weeks from just doing expeditions. And I know that it's possible to be done. You just do the crappy expeditions, so you fill it up and you get the 5% Moogle at the top. Then they even give them away on the monthly giveaways. If you log in enough, you grab one off of that. Then you can do arena. You don't even have to be pay to win to do arena and get that Moogle. You don't. And then, you know, the events give them away. The King Mog events give them away if you farm enough. It is just absolutely, to me, that shook me. I was like, what are you saying? Like, are you saying that, like, I don't know what he's saying. Like, how could you play the game so long, like for a year, and only have 1 TM? He says he doesn't want to manually do it, and that all of the events, he was like, I remember him saying this too in the comments later, and I'm not going to say the name of the person because I don't want to call him out too much. I just want to discuss it to try to get, like, maybe to explain to this person that, you know, there is a possibility to get TMs, and maybe the people out there that think it's impossible. It's definitely possible. Just take time saving up your trust Moogles. Is that, you know, you get them all over the place. And he said that the events are too hard without TMs to be able to compete it with them to beat it to get the TMs. It only caters to, like, whale type players. But man, I have literally beat everything in this game free to play except for 2 things. The Aegeon trial, because I refuse to waste 8 million hours of my life trying to do it free to play. I know it's possible, or budget build. I know it's possible. You guys know it's possible too, but whatever. And then the Marlboro trial, but the Marlboro trial, we can bring this cheese with Setzer and go at it too. It's just like, it just astounds me. Like, and then that's just 20% trust Moogles that I haven't gotten, right? That I haven't done in my career here as an FFBE content creator. Come on, bro. But yeah, dude. So it just blew my mind when I read that. I was like, I cannot believe this. Like, are you... But see, the thing is, guys, and a lot of you guys probably don't think this about me. You probably don't even think that this should be... I mean, I have videos of me doing it. I should just, like, post a video and be like, well, movie magic, it happened. But I didn't want to talk about this stuff. Like, a lot of people just don't think I care about my viewers, or I don't care. They're like, where's your content, Click? Why aren't you... Because I actually care so much about my content that I'll actually make a video and be like, this is garbage. This is not bringing innovation. This is nothing people want to see. Like, I'm not doing anything different than other YouTubers, so why would I put this out? And so, oh my God, I'm going to miss it again. Come on, it wasn't 10%ing me. It wasn't 10%ing me before. It's just... What am I trying to say here? It astounds me. It's just like, I actually care a lot. I care a lot about my content. People are asking for my, like, rankings on, like, let's say supports or anything like that, and I want them to be perfect. So I'm writing down words I want to say. I'm writing down, you know, how I want to rank them. And then my rankings change. I'm like, wait, well, I got to consider this. I got to consider that. And maybe it's just time to stop trying to make everything so perfect and just start making videos again, because I guess that's where I'm at. Another thing I'm having trouble with is I actually want to use my good units. Like, I want to use my good units. Like, I want to use Marie. I want to use A2. I want to use Onion Knight in my videos. But if I do that, people just call me a whale that I don't know anything about the game. I don't know skill, this, and that. I'm just like, bro. I paid for these units. Like, what's the point of me getting these units if every goddamn, like, event that comes out, I'm using, like, nothing. I'm using Shadows and Edgars and, like, not experiencing the game for what I paid for, or showing people off the units that maybe they could have pulled, or maybe they have the potential. And then, what do you guys think about this? I'm talking about this too, and you guys probably have stopped watching the video at this point, but the people that are still here, oh, there it is. Hey, we did it. So the people that are still here, comment down below, like, what do you think about my banner guides? Because I think, like, okay, let's say I was doing an Onion Knight banner, for example, right? Let's say I was like, boom, do an Onion Knight banner review. I don't feel like, I think it's a waste of your time and a waste of my time to go over any of the units but Onion Knight. Like, honestly, I could be like, I could go in a quick overview and be like, hey, Dash is pretty good at breaking, but we have a lot of other great breaking units. But if you're starting out in the game, pretty good breaker. That's all I would want to say about him besides TM. Now, TMs are always going to be a hot topic. I could literally just, in a banner breakdown, just go over TMs in their own little section if I wanted to. Thought about doing that. And Arya's pretty good healer, pretty good dang healer. But now with Luca's enhancements, like, Arya goes back down the list. I think, like, Luca's above her at this point, or it's really close. And it's just like there's so many other healers out there that it's hard for me to, you know, tell you where they're supposed to be because I don't know exactly what your box is. But I'd really like to go in depth in Onion Knight and tell you guys, you know, about him. But I'm afraid if every time I skip over a unit, people like people in the comments are like, hey man, like, I know these units aren't important to you, but they're important to me. I want to learn about them. But it's like there's nothing to learn, if that makes any sense to me. And even if I'm thinking about you guys as the viewer, as the experience, you know, playing the game, I'm just like, guys, these units are look overable. Like, they're not worth it. They're not worth even going over because they're so simple. They're simplistic in what they do that, like, you could just look at your list and see if you need them. Like, I could tell you, I'd be like, hey, if you have this, this, and this, it's better than Arya. You know, Dash, this is, they can break like this, but Soleil's a better breaker and buffer. And then you have 9S, and then you have, like, you know, Warrior Light's gonna be breaking things for you. And the list goes on, and Dark Veritas can do that shit for you too. That's, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll fit into teams that just starting out. But I also have to cater to everybody else. It's a weird thing I'm at in my head right now, guys. So as a content creator, I'm very flustered. I'm trying to figure myself out. So please bear with me because I still love you guys and I love the support you guys have been showing me. But that was the cheese right there. So sorry I babbled on, but if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about everything I just said. Please give me your opinions. You guys may not know this, but I literally read every comment you guys post. Every single one. When they say, hey, Click, like your stuff, that literally brightens my day. No, I don't respond to it very often. I'll try to, like, give it a thumbs up or whatever. But if I see that, that makes me happy. And then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.